LR, the liberal redneck here, coming to you from a country that is gobsmacked over the Catholic Church's treatment of our president. You would think they would be ecstatic over only the second president in our history who's a follower of their faith. Instead, their bishops are meeting to decide whether or not to deny him communion because he's pro-choice when it comes to abortion, in spite of their Pope telling them not to pursue such an action. Catholics believe receiving the host is important in the Catholic faith because it strengthens their relationship with God. When they receive communion, Christ dwells in them and they in him. As the bread is broken down, the Holy Spirit sets them free and cleanses them from their sins. Taking communion must remind each individual that Christ will dwell in their bodies. Such an act has great significance for President Biden, a very devout Catholic. To deny him this ritual seems incredibly stupid on the part of the Church. He is in a position to symbolize the resurgence of the Catholic faith in a very positive manner. There was a time when the Catholic Church ruled the world. No king could be crowned without their endorsement. This latest maneuver seems very much like an attempt to revive that my way or the highway status they used to have. Threatening the President of the United States is not going to end well for them. The majority of Americans are growing more and more dissatisfied with the tax-exempt status of religion in general, and that dissatisfaction will only be amplified by such a ridiculous power move. President Biden is in a position to push for the removal of their exemption, and the majority of Americans who feel the modern church is much closer to a business than a house of worship will support such a move. The current image of the Catholic Church as a conclave of pedophiles, based on their continuing efforts to hide so many violations by their priests, already puts them on shaky ground in any kind of moral stance. It would be a great benefit to them to step away from punishing President Biden and turn their focus on punishing the pedophile priests instead of buying off victims and moving the perpetrators around to different congregations. The world would applaud such a move, and their stature would be greatly enhanced as a result. I seriously doubt they have the strength of character for such a revolutionary, for them, course of action, and they are destined to suffer as a result. The United States of America was created to offer world citizens freedom of religion, as long as the practice of that religion is totally separate from the practice of government. Crossing that line, as in the case of most such actions, will have consequences. You can reach me at theliberalredneck@gmail.com, and you can visit live with me and my talented colleagues for our weekly wrap-up every Friday at noon Central on blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck, and you can also listen to episodes on YouTube at the House of Public Discourse Radio Network.